You may or you may not be aware, home abortion has been legalized during this pandemic crisis, during this coronavirus lockdown, and today I'm here to talk about it. Hi lovely people, thank you so much for tuning on this video. So yeah, we're going to talk about what has been going on during the crisis. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, hi, how are you doing? I do like to talk about these topics every now and then, things that are trending, things that do come up, things that you know, I feel like I've got a little bit 1-2 piece to say about it. So we are going to talk about that today. Please do like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you are notified whenever I post a video. So this has probably been going on for maybe, I would say, the last month or so. They have temporarily, they say, legalized home abortions. This is obviously to reduce women from going into the hospital and obviously contracting the virus, maybe to keep people more safer, quote unquote. You know, so they're obviously looking at different options to avoid people from going into the hospital. Now there is obviously a big discussion around abortion anyway. Some people agree with it, some people don't. I'm not going to focus too much on my specific opinion on that today. I think it's a wide topic, you know, and it's a very difficult, obviously it's a sensitive topic, you know. People have abortions for various different reasons, whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, you know. I do feel some type of way about this being legalized. Normally what happens is when you go through abortion, you will need to have 2 consultations, so 2 doctors will need to authorize this. So it's not just a thing where you wake up, you decide, okay, I want to have an abortion, I'm going to book myself in, being bash bosh, and they do it. You need to have a thorough consultation to do this. Now if you are in a position where you are in lockdown and you want to have an abortion, then you would need to have a phone call consultation or a video consultation, and the doctor would then prescribe you this pill, which is 2 pills, and then you would then go through that process at home yourself. I presume that they will obviously follow up with some kind of support along the way. Now women will be sent 2 pills, mifepristone and misoprostol. I don't know how to pronounce these 2, which can be taken from the 10th week of pregnancy. Now obviously if you are further along, then generally you will need to go to the hospital to do that, but the Department of Health obviously advises that it is safe for you to do that. Now I saw something, I wanted just to read that. So the new pills by post, which is what they're calling it, system will see women be able to self-nominate for an abortion rather than be referred by a clinical doctor, and get in contact with BPAS for a phone consultation with a trained nurse or midwife, which will last around 40 minutes. So the 2 tablets, like I've mentioned, are to be taken 24 to 48 hours apart. The first ends the pregnancy and the second causes the body to pass the pregnancy. So obviously you will end the pregnancy, and then, you know, it needs to come out. And I read something and it was saying that, you know, this will stop women from the embarrassment of going home, you know, bleeding and in pain with cramps. They will obviously be in the comfort of their own home and going through that. It's quite worrying, to be honest, because first of all, you're in lockdown, and I understand that, you know, things happen or whatever, but why would you be in a position to need to have an abortion during lockdown? I don't know, this is just a thought that goes on in my head. And second of all, my biggest concern is the health and well-being of these women that are going to be taking these pills at home. And what does these pills contain? in them, what effects does it have on our body as women? You know, I'm very cautious when it comes to, you know, pills, contraceptives and things like that. I've spoken about this previously on my channel, just because I feel like we're not educated enough as women when it comes to these things. We're just told, take this and it will stop you from getting pregnant, take this and it will kill the baby, take this, and do you get what I mean? And it's a bit like, okay, but what effect does it have on my body? Now, we go through, as women, we go through an emotional roller coaster on a day-to-day basis. You know, one minute we want to have kids, the next minute we don't want to have kids. You know, one minute we're 16, the next minute we're 18 and we want to be married with a family. And sometimes I feel like we're living in the moment. We live emotionally led. You know, we don't logicalize things. You know, we don't look beyond this stage of our life. You know, maybe today you might have an abortion and then tomorrow you want to have kids and you can't conceive, and you don't know the reason why you can't conceive. Like, I feel like we as people, I mean, this is my personal opinion, we need to allow our body to do what it needs to do. You know, if you really strongly feel like you don't want to have kids, why don't you have a vasectomy? You know, why don't you take out your womb? Do you get what I mean? Like, if you are obviously at that age, rather than get pregnant, kill the baby, get pregnant, kill the baby. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. And on top of that, you are injecting yourself and you are putting these pills in your system, and you don't know the long-term effects it will have on you, on your health, on your mental being. You don't know the effect that it will have on your body. I mean, I don't know, there's so much to talk about in terms of like this topic, and I don't know if it's something that I really want to dive into, to be honest. But what do you guys think? Like, what's your mind behind it? What's your process behind it? Are you pro-abortion? Are you against abortions? You know, we might have a close friend or family who has gone through an abortion. You know, what were their story? You know, what were their journey like? What were their process like? You know, how did they feel after? Maybe let me know in the comments below, or you can always DM me, message me, and yeah, share some of that, because I don't know, like, I feel like it's very sad. Like, it's very sad. Like, I've got younger sisters and obviously I've got a daughter, and I feel like the thought that they will be going through something to the point where they feel like they need to kill a baby. And I'm not talking about in certain circumstances, okay? That's why I say this topic is a vast topic. Like, it's just so broad. Like, you can't be narrow-minded, I believe, when it comes to abortion. Every case is different. However, you're talking about lockdown, where you're first of all limited to seeing people, you find yourself to be pregnant, and now you want to kill the baby. Like, I just don't get that. Or would you pregnant before the lockdown, because we've been in lockdown for nearly 3 months now, so you'd be killing a baby. That's like, I don't, guys, okay, let me know what you guys think. Like, it's pretty crazy. You know, this is what has been happening. Obviously, there's pros and cons, there's good and bad things that are happening behind the scenes, and yeah, we just need to keep having these kind of conversations, really. And for me, my biggest thing is we need to be, as women, educated when it comes to these contraceptions, when it comes to these pills, and when it comes to these injections that we are injecting ourselves with and putting into our system, because we don't know the long-term effects that it will have on our bodies. It will not only just stop you from getting pregnant, but what is it doing to your system? Like, what is it doing to your system? Do you even know? Do you know what it's doing to your system? Do you even care? You should care, because it's your body. You know, when you're going to be finding that you're developing health issues and you don't know the reason why you're developing health issues, some of these things might even be the cause of it and we don't even know, you know. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Like, let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.